Hi, welcome everybody. My name is Yuki, and I decided I wanted to do the VR review. I actually have opened it, as you can tell. I played with it a little bit, but I was moving it from my room, and I was like, why not, do a review on it as I'm hooking it up. Um, and mostly because not a lot of people have VR, and I kind of wanted to put another video on YouTube and have my opinion on it. I don't know that matters, but my friends don't care, but whatever. Anyway, so the box looks like this. There, you can buy versions, like a pro version that comes, not a pro version. You can buy like an expanded bundle that comes with the camera, the move, and then a game. And in my opinion, it's not worth it unless you really want that game. You get like value-wise, you get a little bit off the game, but that's about it. I think it's worth just buying it individual. Anyway, so so the manual. So it has this step-by-step book that if you ever played with a Lego set, it's like literally kind of like that. So it has your pieces, and then it literally has step-by-step setup instructions. I like that. So it shows that, and then it'll show you the pieces. So anyway, so you start with your TV, and then you start with your PS4. I'm gonna keep the PS4 up here for now, so you guys can see. And then the processing unit. So this is, other than the headset, this is basically what you're buying when you buy the VR. Oh, come on. Okay, so this is the processor unit. It's kind of a small little box. You can kind of see it compared to the PlayStation. So it's not too big. So you're gonna see me plug in everything to this thing, so I don't even have to describe the port. It's got its little fan right there, so you need to make sure you don't block that wherever you put it, and like that. All right. So so instead of hooking the HDMI to the TV, that HDMI, which I'm going to use this one, is going to go from the TV to your processor unit. So I'm going to plug this into TV. I know you guys can't see it. Happened to be streaming off Dust TV. Okay. So that's into the TV. This goes into the far side on the back, like that. That'll probably be sitting on my computer. Then, now, there's a lot of questions is, what do you need for the... There's a lot of questions on, like, what do you need for the VR? So you have the VR unit, you have the camera unit, which... Where is it? So I've noticed they redesigned the camera. I don't know if it was for the VR or they just wanted to make it look cooler, but this is a newer camera. The older ones were just like a rectangle bar, and I'm not 100% sure if those will work. I mean, it's a camera. A camera's a camera, but I don't know if these are actually better, but definitely looks nicer. So you do need the camera. 100% need the camera for the VR. Now, there's a lot of questions about whether you need the move. You don't need Lee's for the VR. It's only for certain games, which a lot of the more intuitive games that you need like controllers for, you can use Lee's. Now, I played one. It's called like Blood Rush. Blood Rush somewhere else is like Last of Us or. Let's see, I have it right here. Rush of Blood Until Dawn. Now, mind you, I'm gonna do a review on the demo, and then I might get it and do a full gameplay. But so I tried out that game, and that game you do need either these or the controller. It actually works with the controller. Now, in that game you have 2 individual guns, which if you use the controller, the guns literally. You have 2 separate guns, but they literally go in sync with each other because it's the controller. You can't like split it apart. Now with Lee's, it's a lot better with Lee's because you can point Lee's individually. So it's 2 controllers. So there probably is games that you can only use Lee's and not the controller, but as far as I know, you don't need Lee's for VR games, for some of them. Because most just use the headset. Anyway. So anyway, that's plugged in there. So next step is the camera. Plug that into your PS4. So plug that in the back here. And then the camera has this little like thing. I'm going to put it by my webcam, so you're not going to see that for the rest of the video. Now once I figure out how to use my capture card on the VR, I'll show you like kind of like I'll probably do like a second part of showing you the VR, the setup, and all that stuff. But I actually found out you actually don't. I was thinking you needed a room, like the vibe you need a room, literally a dedicated room for some of the games. But the VR you actually just need, and I can show you right here. Actually, I don't know if it's in this or the manual, but I do believe it's like 6 feet from the camera to behind you. Yeah, here it is. 2 feet. So you only need that much space. I don't know if I can get that clear. Focus. Well, I hope you guys can see it. So basically, from the camera to behind you, 2 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet. No, 10 feet, which isn't that long. Like this could go here to the couch, the back of the couch, and I can scoot this back more if I needed to. So you really don't need that big of room, which was probably the single disappointment. I have two criticisms on the VR, and that's one of them. It's that they didn't utilize the. I mean, I guess you'd probably. Because if you know about the Vibe, you have to set up 2 cameras, one front, one in back, and it tracks your room. I guess it makes sense with the PlayStation is a little bit limited, but I kind of wish it did the room thing because, yeah. So anyway, so the camera's set up. Sorry, I rant sometimes. Anyway, open up my manual again. So yeah, the camera is plugged up. Now you plug. This is where you plug the HDMI and this HDMI. So the HDMI, this one doesn't come with it. So this one is the one you use with your console that you got for the console. Oh, what's also great is every individual piece is numbered. So every cord, everything that has a cord is numbered. Because I don't think this does. So this would be number 1. If I can find it. So this goes, so number one, this goes from the other hole on the box to your console. Which I'm gonna have to wrap mine up a lot nicer than this, but that just plugs in to the console. So that will complete the circuit from to the TV, to the box, to the box, to the console. Okay. And after that, now I'm not actually quite sure what this cord does. Let me see. Yeah, it really doesn't say. This cord also plugs into the console. So it's got the I think it's the micro USB cable and to the USB. So this is the same thing that would charge like your Android phones, your Android tablets. So if you lost this, you could probably, yeah, you could buy another one. And then that plugs, so the small part, micro, goes into the processor unit, and then this goes into, it shows the front, but, oh, there's no back ones. I thought there was back. Okay, so this goes into the front of the console. So that's taking up one of your USBs on your console. And as far as I know, there's only 2 on this. Because I actually just recently got the PS4, so I'm not too familiar with it. I've always wanted to get a PS4. I got the Xbox One, but I know PS4 is better. As far as the reason I say better is because it has better exclusive games. It seems like they're doing a lot more with it. I mean, I think I heard Microsoft's making a VR, but at this point it's too late because the PS4's VR is out now. It has been actually for 2-3 months. It's the end of December right now, and I think it came out like 2 or 3 months ago. But yeah, I mean, yeah, not saying it's spec wise they're the same, but honestly PS4 is better because of the exclusive games. You gotta have those exclusive games. Anyway, yeah, put in the comments what your opinions are in both and why. Put why. Anyway, so the reason I got a PS4, or I got a VR. Well, I wanted a PS4 for a lot of games. I want to play the Bloodborne. I want to play Last of Us. I'm actually curious about Until Dawn. Was that the Blood game? Until Dawn? Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Until Dawn. What else? We're beginning Final Fantasy 15. And then I'm going to be trying out all the VR games I can get my hands on, because I really like the VR. But there's a game coming out. My friends know that I'm literally like the biggest franchise I'm obsessed with is Resident Evil. Like literally the biggest. I actually want to dedicate my YouTube to it. I'm going to do a vlog about it and all that stuff before I start them. I've done one game. It was the Umbrella Corpse. I did that actually right when it came out. So, but they're doing Resident Evil 7 only on, as far as I know, it's only PS4. So I had to get a PS4. They're doing it for the VR, and that is going to be sick. Anyway, so let's get back to. So that's why I'm going out and getting this stuff, because I want to play that. Anyway, so you got that plugged into your processor unit, and then you need the power. Now the processor unit actually gets powered, and this, so it has your basic, power supply cord. So that plugs in right here. And then I'll plug that into my outlet. Okay. Alright. And then after you do that, then you have this little mess. So on both ends, you have one end, it has a dual HDMI. One's white, one's black. So you kind of want to pay attention to that. It's kind of what that looks like. It's got some nice high quality cords, which I really like. And then two on there. So these two plug in to the front of this. Now I thought, this is the design, like this is kind of an interesting design choice, but you can actually slide this piece back and then plug in your HDMIs, which I'm going to do. So there's a white one and a black one, and then a white one and then a black one. So you want to match those up. So you do that, and then you can slide the box back. And I guess what that is, it's to protect if you stepped on this. It's to protect your HDMIs from damaging it. I don't know why they didn't care about the back, but then again, I guess you're going to have it set up, so this is going to be the front. So kind of an interesting design choice. But there's that. So this end is what you plug your headset into. Now let me show you the headset, because that's the coolest part about this whole thing. So let me put this up a little more. Alright, so this is the end, so it has two HDMIs. And then in the middle of it, you got the volume up, or volume down, volume up, the mute mic. I don't know why you would want to mute the mic. There is one multiplayer game I know of on VR, but I'll get to that later. And then this actually powers on the entire system. This is the power button, because the power button actually isn't on the processor. And then this is your auxiliary port for your headphones, which the headphones that came with it, the earbuds, or these guys right here. I actually don't. Kind of weird, because I actually looked these up to see if I can buy them again, because I actually broke them already, which sucks. But I guess you can use any earbuds, but they actually don't even say Sony on them or anything, which is weird. I kind of like it when they do that, but anyway, rip those, because I broke those. But anyway, I got more earbuds. But anyway, so back to the headset. So let me put that up more. So here's your headset. So it actually gives you a tutorial on the headset when you actually, I'll just do you all the way up. It actually does a tutorial on the headset when you start it up, but I can kind of get into it. So it's got some nice rubber right here, which is like those, I don't know, like so that's going to be on your temples, on your temple. It's got some interesting rubber going on here. I'm going to show you the inside of that. I actually don't even know what that's for. But to put these on, so they actually fit really well. I think they fit really well. But so you press this button in the back, and then you can pull it out, and then you put your head into it and you put it down. Now this thing actually compensates for glasses, which is really thoughtful on people with glasses. So you can actually when you pull it out, you can let go. Maybe that was a different button. Sorry, I've only used this once. Maybe it was this. Oh, okay. So this thing is on this right here. So there's a button right there. So there's a button on the bottom that when you press it, you can pull it forward or you can pull it back. And then when you let go, it locks in place, and that's where it can size your, like if you have a big head, you want it forward, or if you have glasses or anything like that. So that's kind of cool. And then yeah, so this is some really nice. I don't even know what this is. It's just like grippy. It's like plastic grippiness. And then it's got a really nice cord holder right here. It keeps it in place, puts it behind your head so it's not in front of you. And then I think the only other control on this, it's got like the Xbox square, circle, X, and triangle right here. Or yeah. It's got the PlayStation logo right there. I don't know, but you see it right there. But another thing, so once you get your head in here, you can actually twist this, and this actually it ratchets it to your head. So you'll be wearing it, and then you can twist this, and it will tighten it, so you can get nice and tight. So you don't want to drop this guy. So the retail price on these things are, as far as I know, $400. I got a little bit cheaper off of Christmas, so, or off of some sales that were on Christmas time, so that was nice. But yeah, I think that's literally everything about the headset. Anyway, so once you get that, then you plug your, where's my earbuds? Plug your earbuds into. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I unplugged my earbuds and they just freaking defaulted my camera, like my settings on my camera. But anyway, yeah. So you plug those into there. I already showed you that, and then you're actually good to go. Don't know if there's anything else. Check. That actually shows you a picture. 3 things to turn on. Turn on TV, turn on console, turn on the system. Which I still think it's weird that the power button's on the headset, but I guess it wants to put your controls right next to you. So this cord is actually pretty decently long. So if you dedicated a room, I actually never plugged it in. So one second. Where is it? So I never plugged it in. So plug in the headset to the box. Then yeah, it's good to go. Kind of show you the blue. It's the coolest thing, right? The blue color when it turns on. Why is that not on? I forgot to plug in the PlayStation. One sec. Quality video content I'm making right here. It's actually something I just noticed. It makes a little bit of noise, which is the first thing I noticed. Actually, it wasn't. I didn't notice it from when I bought the PS4, but I was at my friend's house and I was like, "What's that noise?" And he was like, "Oh, it's just my PS4." I was like, "Dang, your PS4 is loud," because the Xbox Ones are quiet, like really quiet. I don't know about the One S's. They do have like smaller radiators and stuff like that, so they might be a little bit louder, but that's like the first thing I noticed with the PS4 is actually you can hear the fan, and to me it's kind of loud. And then this, It's there. I mean, you can notice. Once you have the earbuds in, you won't notice. But I don't know. It just if I know people are picky about that, but the blue. Oh, it's darker in here actually. Boom. Yeah. All right, and then. It's actually showing an error. One sec. Why is there an error? Oh, system was off. I swear I turned that on. Okay, so it's loading up. Now it's saying, oh, okay. Sweet. So, a question people ask is, do you need TV to play the VR? At first, when you set up the VR, you do. You need to do some settings, and then you need to set up your camera, you need to set up your move. Actually, I think you can do the move in the VR. But then you set up your VR, and then, after that, then you can use the VR for just, yeah, you don't need a TV. So I'm just testing it out. So another thing that's cool is, okay, so right now it's showing the flat image. I know you guys can see it, but it's showing a flat image. So when I... Fine. So when you're using the VR, there we go, it just did it. So sometimes it'll move the screen with your VR. So if you look up, it'll move up, and it'll move with your VR. But right now, it's in the VR mode where I'm looking over here, but the box is over here. Now, what's a really cool thing is you can change whatever position you want. So let's say you're playing it this way, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, you need to play it this way now. You can look that way, and then you press, I guess this is select, and it'll actually change it over here. So your main focus will be over here, and it does that a lot of games. So that's just kind of an interesting detail. I actually really like that. But yeah, till I get the capture card, find out how to set that up and get that set up, I can show you guys the more in-game depth. But basically, that's basically my review on the whole thing. Now I said there was two things. Now I said there was two things about the VR that I would change. One was that would improve the VR a lot better. One was the fact that I think they should do another camera and then have it far away, and then you can do the room space, and that would really make it compete against the Vibe. Because the Vibe, let's just face it, Vibe's the best VR you can get. It's $800. There are like, there's ones that is like $1,000 or something, but basically that comes with the computer. Now, if you already have a really good computer, $800 gets you the two cameras, the two cameras, the system. I think there's a processing unit with it. The controllers, which have the little like circles on them, so you have like the grips, and they have like little circle on them, and yeah, and the headset. But this is by far, I've done a lot of research on the VRs, and this is by far probably the second best. I would say it's a lot better than the Oculus. Now there's different versions of the Oculus. There's like the computer versions, and then there's like the cell phone Samsung Oculus powered by Oculus. It's not really. I don't think it pretty much is a true Oculus, but yeah, this bag's pretty good. But anyway, the other thing I would change about the um the VR, and I can't really show you it, but when you're playing your games, um, when you're playing your games, the area that it shows you, the game. Now, I don't know if this is a design, if they didn't think about it, or maybe they can't implement this in it. But so it has, it has your lenses. Um, you can still see in your peripheral vision, you can still see the black. And I think it would be really cool um, if even outside your peripheral, so you could see no black. It's just all screen. Now there might be resolution issues. I thought about that, but the thing is, outside your peripheral, like right here, I can see my hand, but it's not clear. But if it was just black, you would know that. And I don't think it needs to be, very high def, but I feel like if I were to change one thing, it would be that. It would be the fact that I would make it even your peripheral vision, like all of your vision, would be the lens and the monitor and the display area. But yeah, that's basically that. And one other thing to point. So these came out quite a while ago, and honestly, I thought they were kind of lame. But it's like I thought this was a hard rubber, and it's like a soft rubber, which I think is kind of cool. I don't know. Um, because I mean, I played with the Wii and stuff. I thought these were kind of stupid looking, but I guess it makes sense. But yeah, one other thing I have. So there's two USBs on the console, but the VR takes up one of them. Now these you need to charge with USBs. If you charge your controller, you need a USB. So I don't know. I feel like the processor unit should have some USB chargers on it. But other than that, that's basically my PlayStation VR review. But yeah, tell me what you do think about the VR if you have it. If you don't, tell me the games you're more excited to see. If you use the Oculus, if you use the Vive, if you use any of the cell phone VRs, which I've used and I still think they're good. I mean, obviously they're not expensive, but like you can literally get a headset for $15, and then you already have, you're already pretty much going to have your expensive smartphone. Put that in, and there you go. You have VR. I mean, you don't need to go out to spend a lot to enjoy VR. And there's games on the cell phone, and I've told people like this, there's games on the cell phone that's not on the PlayStation. So if you want to just explore tons and tons of games, do the cell phone one. Cell phone ones are a lot they're a lot cheaper. There's a lot of free cell phone games. Some you spend money, but it's a couple bucks. What's a couple bucks, But I'm looking forward to the future of the PlayStation VR. I'm definitely going to be jumping on Resident Evil 7. I've seen trailers of future VR games, which are looking promising. I think I'm going to be doing reviews on the demo. Oh, by the way, comes with a demo disc. And it comes with more than just this, I think. But the demos that are on the disc that comes with the VR is Eve Valkyrie, which in my opinion is the best VR game I've played, though I haven't played them all. Drive Club VR, I played that. I actually thought it was pretty cool. They could do a lot more with it. I felt like it was kind of plain, but again, I'll do a review on this. The one I keep hearing about that I'm gonna try the demo out, and I'll probably do a first-hand experience recording it. The Riggs Mechanized Combat League, which is actually multiplayer. You can play against bots or you can play against people, which is actually pretty cool. Multiplayer VR. I don't know. I just think it's cool. Battlezone. If you guys remember the retro game, they did a VR Battlezone, and I tried that demo out, and that's pretty cool. Headmaster. Don't know what that is about. Wayward Sky. Don't know what that's about. Until Dawn, Rush of Blood. It's basically a rail shooter kind of horror thing. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely gave me a few jumps. Oh, I guess it has PlayStation VR Worlds and Tumble VR, and that's the ones they show in here. I did see. Crap, what was it? It was that game where you do like the jobs with the robots. Anyway, it has actually more on it than what it shows back here. But anyway, yeah. So that basically comes with that. So in my opinion, Valkyrie is the best VR game out right now. I haven't tried them all, but I'm definitely excited for Resident Evil 7 and everything else. But anyway, that's basically the review. But yeah, like I said, put in the comments anything your feelings and thoughts about this. Is it worth $400? Maybe I'll go down in price. Again, I actually got it for $300. And in my opinion, it's not that big of a thing. You kind of need to think about it as a separate console. A separate console. You have basically, you can think about this as a controller. So a really expensive controller. But yeah, about it. And I want to feature a lot more VR stuff on my channel. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. So I made the plasma pistol in Halo. Now I didn't record any videos, but pretty cool looking replica. It's actually the first one I really tried. And I actually didn't do it on my first try. I actually made like the top half of the gun, and then I scrapped it and completely made it again. But anyway, so I guess I should start explaining the process of making these things. Well, usually you have to pick what you're gonna make. Whether it's a gun, it's a sword. You can even make armor. I made armor out of the weapons.